Hello. First up, an apology for the sound quality on my microphone on this episode of Let's Go JoJo. It turned out that the microphone I was speaking into wasn't the one connected to Skype, and so I sound like I'm in a tin can. Everyone else sounds great though, so please enjoy this final episode of Season 1 of Let's Go JoJo.
You are listening to Let's Go JoJo, the weekly JoJo's Bizarre Adventure podcast from Dynamite in the Brain and Secret of the Sailor Madness. On today's season finale, we have Niall Flanagan.
Lally-ho.
Anthony Askew.
Evening.
Dwayne Maloney.
Oh my god!
And me, Brian Smith. This week's episode, High Priestess. Part 2. But first, the week in JoJo's news. Daisuke Ono has a book coming out. Teasing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The book has nothing to do with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Good for him.
But well done for having a book come out.
What's it about?
Yeah.
That's right, I'm just trying to find out. The link would not open up for me. Chooses to... There we go. Redirecting. Oh, come on. Oh, no, it now redirects me to an article which wasn't the article I linked to in the first one.
It's been like, wait, voices could kill. Confessions of a JoJo's voice actor.
So, who knows if he even has a book coming out at this point. Oh, Google alerts. The emails change over time. When you go back to them, there's more content in the emails at a later date. It's very confusing. JoJo Lion Volume 8's coming out. JoJo's is still the top of that PlayStation digital recording ratings, closely followed by Hunter x Hunter. Araki has done a cover for the band Dirty Loops, who I listened to one of their songs. They're like a worse Jamiroquai. They are a jazz fusion band, and there is a lot of noodling going on. I think they're from Switzerland.
Noodling? What's noodling in music?
Noodling. Yeah, just faffing about, like, look at all these things I can do with a bass guitar and a keyboard and a drum kit.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you wanted to get Patty with them, so when he inevitably uses their song for like a character or a stand name, like, here's so-and-so, I understand. Dirty Loops. I won't get too mad.
I guess that's one way to plan ahead, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a prediction of what the next season's, ending thing will be. I'll stick it at the end of this episode.
Excellent.
There is a JoJo Lion exhibition. Let's hope this link will tell me. It won't suddenly redirect to that tour.
Don't refresh it.
Everything will be redirected to that tour news, because that's what happens to the thing. Okay, come on, translate to English. That was part of the Japan Media Arts Festival. There'll be special exhibitions and large-scale media installation of JoJo Lion, which, if you don't know, is the current volume of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. About a JoJo in a sailor suit. And there was a survey from eBooks. They did a survey to find out what deadly attacks used by manga characters you'd want to have. And coming in at number 5 was The World. Which apparently they have quotes from people. A woman in her 40s says it would allow her to play mischief on her boss. And a man in his 20s said it would allow him to stop train doors when he was late for a train.
No, they wouldn't try and, like, I don't know, rob a bank or anything like that. No. To do any kind of crime and get away scot-free. No, I'll just, like, I'll just go to my job as usual, but it'll be a little easier.
I mean, yeah, it's not quite Dio level. It's not quite behead your, I guess, adopted brother and put your head on his body kind of thing. No. That's gotta be a crime.
The top one was, teleportation from Dragon Ball.
That's just useful, yeah.
Second one was, Kamehameha from Dragon Ball.
What would you do with that?
That's useless, yeah.
Let's see what they say. Oh, when you want to get rid of cockroaches without getting close to them. Is one of the
Also destroy
You
your
can throw
floor
a shoe
and or
with them.
house.
That seems a little...
And also
Excessive.
when you want to get rid of accumulated stress from work.
I imagine some guys coming in to fumigate your home and say, well, it's going to take, we want to go stay with a friend for, a couple of years, probably your house will be built after we fumigated. He goes in under the tent, it's just annihilated. There's a mile-wide crater where your house used to be.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I don't know what the second one was another Dragon Ball, third one was Kamehameha, and the fourth one was Accelerator from Cyborg 009.
Yeah, that's useful.
What does that do?
Makes you go fast, doesn't it?
Yes.
Oh, really, really fast.
Oh, okay.
Super speed and teleportation, those are practical abilities.
Yeah, and the ability to stop time is practical as well.
Yeah, obviously.
Shoot giant fireballs out of your hands.
Well, that'd be a bonus. Let's be fair. Who hasn't wanted to do that at some point in their lives?
And JoJo's Bizarre Adventure HD has been pulled from PlayStation Network and Xbox Live. So, if you wanted them, you hope you've got them, because you can't get them now.
Who was that?
That
I
was,
suppose that's true, Homer Simpson.
that is,
He's saying, better them than me.
yeah,
I think
that was my tablet saying that, yes, that is correct. Simpsons tapped out.
Oh, you still playing that game? Ooh, goodness gracious. See, I think that pulling from the arcade could only be down to something like, because obviously any purchase on Xbox Live Arcade is completely moot on Xbox One. So I don't know whether it's them kind of trying to, maybe they'll re-release it on Xbox One, the HD on that store. I don't know. I know there's something where you can't play old purchases on new consoles. But that's just a guess.
Okay.
Okie dokie, so on to the episode. High Priestess Part 2. Niall, take it away, our final synopsis of the season.
Okay. Let me just have a little sort of drink here. Oh. Clear the old throat. Clear the old pipes. Okay. Gang are in the fucking airlock of the submarine. Rapidly sink in. It's gonna attack a High Priestess. Punch a bunch of holes in it. Joseph has to rapidly teach the gang how to scuba dive. All while Kakio and Paul and Rep practicing the ultimate secret handshake, the best one ever coming out of the film. And so they made their daring escape. And they were only 40 meters below the surface, but they had to ascend slowly so they don't get the bends. And so they do this now by just walking along or going along the sea floor until they go up and up onto the beach. They thought, get so far in the sea. As the underwater tunnel we saw earlier on. And so they climb up and up and up and realize, hey, is this kind of weird? Then pans out, and wouldn't you know, there's a massive face with eyes glaring at them. It's a High Priestess which has taken the form of the seabed using the minerals to grow to an enormous size and swallows the gang. And so they're trapped inside this giant mouth, and Midler, the stand user, is all, haha, I got you now, son. You didn't realize when the seabed is full of stuff from my stand, it can make go giant. And the gang, realizing they're in a bind, launch a daring charm offensive, saying, hey, Midler, I bet you're pretty cute, if you weren't trying to kill us, I bet you'd really be my type. But she's having none of that. And so Joe Towers is knocked in between the teeth of the massive mouth. And is seemingly killed. And the guys are all going, oh no! Joseph is going, no, my only grandson. How can this be? But then they hear, wait, what's that sound? Hey, it sounds like a bit like, and get the fuck down. It's the aura. And the teeth explode, and it's Joe Tower is okay. You just start planning to punch out the teeth. And while he's at it, he punches out the rest of the teeth while the guys are all going, hey, look what he's doing. He's punching out the rest of the teeth. And a great display of group speedwagoning. And so they managed to escape by breaking all the teeth, shattering them out. And Joe Tower was saying, your teeth are pretty hard. I guess you didn't have enough calcium. Also, we don't want to see your face because, it didn't happen to you, it happens to you. And so they get onto the beach. And they're going to say this, and there's Kaz woman over there. Pawners, go check that out. Just want to confirm if she, still alive or dead. Also, is she good looking, like we surmised earlier on. Pawners, so, no comment! Because obviously it busted in her teeth for picking it out in the first place. And they're in Egypt. They're along adventure across continent has come to an end. And Susie Q is in New York City saying, oh, my grandson, Jotaro, offered Joseph. I'm sure he's just helping him out being a good kid, because he's a totally good kid. And also, caught a little shot of Holly at home. She's unconscious, being tended to by Speedwagon Foundation nurses, but, you know, a little kind of smile flies across her face, because she knows, yes, my daddy, my son, they're both going to be okay. And Dio senses they've arrived, and is like, they're coming to get me. The Speedwagon Foundation agent, he's casing Dio's mansion. He notices 9 mysterious figures, men and women, approaching. Who could they be, I wonder? We're not going to find out, because this agent is immediately killed. In what way, we don't really know, because it's all blacked out. But he's definitely pious to far in the most gruesome fashion. After a quick phone call back to let them know they're okay and they're in Egypt, gang hop in the Jeep, you know, because they've come a long way. They're doing this for Jotaro, and Joseph doing this for a family, but they're not doing it alone. They got some great companions on the way. And now it's off to Cairo, take out Dio. That's all to be continued next season. And here we are.
Well done.
Yeah, I think that covers all the bases. I found this episode really enjoyable. I didn't think it was gonna kind of get me going as much as it did, but I was quite excited, and I especially like the summation of all the guys they've beaten to show how far they've come. I thought it was really nice.
Yeah.
And also to fill in the gap, fill in the time.
Yeah, it was total filler.
Yeah. I like that, because you got like the kind of the cross in the map, you had the Indiana Jones kind of line going over across.
The red line, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I liked how it was going through all the villains are defeated, and the pig in the toilet flashed up while they were talking about it. It's like, I have a pig in the toilet, a most nefarious foe indeed.
And when they get to Egypt, does Joseph say something about how long it would have taken them in a jet? It took us 30 days.
I think he says it was going to take like 20 hours or something.
Yeah, it would take less than a day, like.
Oh god. See, I was very disappointed with that little, because I was expecting obviously the opening cuts, like Josh playing the opening, I thought, oh yes, we're going to get an epic montage to set up for the second half. I was like, yes, what's it going to bring? And it's just the narrator talking, and I was just disappointed.
Well,
I expected.
You're getting your like Egypt travel information, you know, that's good. It gets you prepared for next season, you know. So.
I don't know. I like montages, and if we'd have seen a sick montage of something, that would have been.
And you got the post-credit scene to get you hyped as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I left that out of my.
What was the post-credit scene again?
Speedwagon Foundation helicopter. It's like hovering over the sand dunes. It's got 2 burly guys at the controls. They look, you know, like they're pretty with it. They're pretty tough. And behind the back seat, there's like this little figure, and this draped in a blanket in the back seat. Like, who could that be? And it's kind of you only see poking out from underneath it like a single kind of eye. Who might that be? Oh,
I thought they were going to reveal that already this season, but I'm really surprised they didn't. I guess they got to keep you hooked.
Is this a big reveal? I presume.
Yes. Yes, kind of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
It's reinforcements.
So I have no idea who it could possibly be.
Well, Egypt is going to be a lot more dangerous, so this guy's going to call in some backup to help him out.
Well, hopefully they brought a spare hand for Joseph.
I forget if I think he had one when he was like calling him back home again.
What, he just got one in Egypt?
Well, you know, as I guess in branches all across the globe.
He went to the second-hand shop, of course.
That's awful. Oh my god.
How great was the intro?
Yeah.
The intro was great with the sound effects, yeah.
It is brilliant with the sound effects. I've never been so excited. I get hyped for the intro every week, but this, when I didn't think it could ever top itself.
I do like an intro with some good sound effects.
Yeah.
When my favourite bits, again, very Polnareff related, the bit where High Priestess gets into his mouth when the breather.
Do you think he forgot to put the breather in?
And Kakyoin and, oh no, we knew it was going to happen. He jumped down his throat. We saw it, and then Kakyoin and, Joseph try and retrieve it by sending their stands up Polnareff's nose.
Why didn't they just go down his mouth again? That's just more unnecessary things in unnecessary places.
Well, it's, no, it's trying to, like, I guess, head it off at the pass, because all those orifices are connected.
They're trying to scare it out, aren't they?
See, the way I saw that is when they first kind of get out of the airlock, you see Polnareff panicking, and I was laughing because I thought it was him being an idiot and not putting in the breathing apparatus. And then obviously I realised that it's actually the High Priestess. So I was laughing away. I was thinking that's pretty funny, but.
Oh, and so they're talking about how, you won't be able to speak underwater. Then at least they explain how they are going to speak underwater later.
Yeah. It's like, hey, we could just talk through our stands. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't we have psychic powers? Yeah.
Oh, it was right up to that point where Joseph was probably at his most competent he's ever been. Because it was like, okay, I know all about scuba diving. Let me just explain how this breathing apparatus works. It's very complicated. Here's the hand signals. And it's like, dude, we're psychic.
I was hoping that Kakavin was, because they always have used scuba diving before, they all go through. I was hoping that Kakavin was going to say, as a Japanese high school student, I have not been scuba diving before.
We've done everything else, Kakavin, except for the greatest secret handshake. My God.
I did like that. I was trying to learn Polnareff's thing for, what is it? Your underpants are showing?
Yeah, I can see your underpants. Or
what's it? Clap, 2 words, okay, sailor. Okay.
We should explain that, Joseph is saying that underwater they'll just use 2 hand signals. This is before they've realised they can talk to each other using the sound. And then Polnareff goes, oh, I know some hand signals.
I thought he was just going to give someone the finger.
And Kakavin finds it hilarious.
Oh.
It's like Kakavin and Abdul have slowly been infected by Polnareff's personality.
His infectious stupidity.
Because Kakavin also gets another funny bit when they arrive in Egypt and they're all looking at the sea, reminiscing about what they've gone through to get here. And he mentions fighting stands in dreams. They go, in dreams?
What are you talking about?
I'll explain later, it's fine.
That secret handshake though is fucking bad. I just love how deadly serious they are when they're doing.
Oh my God, they're super serial.
They're just like bam, bam, bam. Like,
also mentioned that everybody's hair, apart from Polnareff's, is affected by the water. It does move around differently in the water. Polnareff must use so much product.
Yeah,
his hair remains perfectly rigid at all times, even the mullet in the back.
It's as metallic and solid as Silver Chaird's rapier.
Yeah, did you not see how quickly he put it together that one time? And it just became solid so quick. He has that thing perfected.
What's this there? I like when the High Priestess is like, it's just, forget all this stuff, forget all this kind of sneaking around. I'm going to transform into a spear gun and I'll shoot you guys instead.
That was super sweet, because he had the spear gun, I guess, constantly reloading itself and shooting while dueling with Silver Chariot.
Yeah.
That was kind of super sweet.
He's not parrying it away, he's like parrying it, like point to point.
Yes!
Like, being super accurate and kind of showing off, really, but it looks so cool. And it's one of the better animation spots in the episode as well.
Yeah, they definitely did save some of the budget for this episode. There's a bunch of sequences like that. They're just damn pretty.
Oh yeah. I was wondering as well, when, it's like the High Priestess, where it's like sneaking around and when it grew to that normal size, I was wondering, why didn't the stand just turn into the entire submarine?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to do.
Explain is because it can turn that bigger. Yeah. Because it's closer to the user.
Yeah.
Oh, it's closer to the shore.
Oh, yes.
Right.
This guy immediately after they said, I thought that was then I said, the user must be close to get so large. And then, I see.
I assume at this point, perhaps they'd be getting feedback cards in the Mac comic, like, demanding explanations of these things.
This like one letter saying, bullshit!
So the editor's probably whispering in a racket, you've got to explain these things more. Because now you're saying that the range is very short on these powerful stands, He was wandering around at the start of the comic.
Yeah.
It was, when I was watching it, we were trying to think, what could the stand user be to be projecting it into the submarine? It was like, what if the stand user is a fish? We were just like, that's how it's keeping up with them. I was like, no, it's far more simple than that.
Did you ever see what Rose looks like in the manga?
No, but he has drawn a picture of her.
Oh, is she attractive or?
Yes.
if you go to, I got it here.
Because I'm intrigued. I wanted to see through Polnareff's eyes so much.
I think this might be an illustration from the fighting game or something, but there you go, anyway.
Let's see.
She wasn't wearing those clothes, though.
No.
I guess she's part-time stand assassin and belly dancer.
That's cool. At least I know what she...
Yeah. When we're actually doing the charm plan stuff, Bender's going, I got you now. It's a shame I gotta kill you, because Jotaro, you're pretty cute. If I didn't have to kill you, you could probably go out. And, Paul was whispering in Jotaro's ear, and Jotaro's like, I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna say it. No, forget about it.
Dude, I got a good plan. Tell her she's hot.
But it's kind of ruined when they all join in,
Yeah, that ruined the entire effect. It's alright for Jotaro to do it, because that was the point, and for Polnareff to do it, that's in his character, but the rest of them were just laying it on way too thick.
Yeah, it's like, Joseph going, oh, boy, I was 30 years younger. And it's like, dude, she probably heard you on the phone to your wife back in New York, she's not gonna fall for that.
Doesn't she sound like, what was it? Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn. Yes. Audrey Hepburn. Actually. I'm just gonna check Aya Sakawa. Is she in any way, has she ever been to a voice actor? Probably not, because they had...
I was gonna say, it'd be a few years difference in there.
She could be very old.
It'd be a bit weird going back and redubbing old films with new voices.
I don't know. They can colorize Casablanca, so...
They can do anything they like.
Brian, I was thinking this episode kind of brought back good memories, what with all the poor dentistry going on.
That's true, but I did forget when the episode where Polnareff got a hole in his tongue that had happened to me a few months or so earlier.
Seems to have gotten better. all this mouth-related trauma he's going through.
Imitating life.
And that time you had to lick a toilet.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Hasn't happened yet.
When I heard the ora kind of thing coming through the teeth, I thought it was someone singing, because I'm like, ooh, ooh. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
It's a beautiful whale song.
In the Red Sea.
The Stanleys is a whale.
That scene is immense, though. When he, not just one tooth, just every single tooth.
It takes him a while to get through one, but once he gets that one going, I guess they're easier to knock out.
Yeah, somehow. But that was great. That was great.
Everybody's speedwagoning. He's like, oh, he's knocking out all the teeth. Wow, I didn't know. Even though they're harder than diamond, he's still breaking into pieces.
I do like the fact that Susie Q knows what basically knows they're up to something that they're not saying to her.
Well, I mean, she did work for a super kung fu master in Italy.
Exactly, yeah.
During the Second World War, so I think she probably knows there's some weird shit going on in the world.
Speaking of Susie Q, actually, I was rewatching all the intro for Phantom Blood and Battle Tendency, and you see a silhouette of Susie Q's naked body in Battle Tendency. I was like, oh no, I know what you turn into. I feel disrespectful. So, yeah.
What, she grows old? Everyone grows old.
Yeah, but now that I've seen her, that she's a grandmother, it's like, oh, I don't need to see this.
Listen to Al, which is the third podcast for more.
Yeah, I just want to listen to that today. Come on, man, we're all going to get old someday.
Yeah. Everybody's going to get saggy. That's just what's going to happen.
No, I'm forever young. I got ID'd today, so.
Oh dear.
It can be cool. Joseph, he's pushing.
Well, I'm not saying getting old's bad. It was more a case of, I'm seeing the silhouette of your young, naked body, and Jotaro's grandmother. I don't need to see that. It's disrespectful. Now I can never watch the intro in the same way ever again.
Okay.
Disappointed. That's how I spent my afternoon, rewatching the intros, basically.
Well, I mean, every time I see that, I just think of the fact that Kakigan fancies his mother. Where he said, I wish I had a girlfriend as pretty as your mom. That's why he's doing this whole thing.
Yeah. Ulterior motives.
I'm gonna be your daddy now, Jotaro.
Oh, man. How long do you think him and Polnareff were practicing that secret handshake? Because they were so dead set.
I think they just knew instinctively.
Did it? Yeah, it was.
They're on, On an instinctive manly level, there is no
Higher plane. Higher plane.
It's like Solid Snake and Otacon, they do their one. Well, their one is Konami code, because they go up, up, down, down, left, right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I guess they can't press start and select together, so they hug.
Yeah.
At the end.
Oh my god, I did not pick up on that. That's
Well, start is not kind of define it, then.
Or start, sorry, yeah.
Select, I select you, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, this one, I've watched this. Actually, I'm going to just do it again, so you guys know I'll see it as well. it's watching it all week. I must practice this. So that
There's several gifs of that, right?
Oh yeah. I've seen them getting flung around.
Watching it one more time.
So the question for me is, when on earth is it going to be back?
January is shaping up to be a ridiculously packed.
Stacked? Is it stacked?
It is.
Of
Some of the
releases
so far. Any chart net.
So you can see that far ahead for releases?
Yeah, so we've got Assassination Classroom anime TV series.
Oh.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders 2. Do-Ra-Ra-Ra 2.
Yeah.
Well, that's stacked enough for me, those 3 things.
Is that it?
That's it. That's stacked for me. 3 is stacked for me. I'm only watching
I guess so.
really 2 things at the moment, so.
Yeah, that's fair actually, because, I mean, hell, it's January. That's a long time.
Yeah, there's only 9 here on this list so far, so.
It's like we'll pass the movies out then as well.
Well, those things.
Well, that's true.
Naruto Shippuden movie 7, The Last.
The last.
Promises.
Yes.
Hey.
I thought that Naruto arc was over, but then they started fighting again this week.
Yeah.
No spoilers, because I'm catching up.
Spoilers, they fight at some stage.
It's not really spoilers, Anthony, because everything you expect to happen has happened. So.
But I don't know who's like the villain at the moment.
Oh, what?
Well, I won't say. But basically, everything you expect to happen. I haven't been reading for years, and still when I was going back through it, I was like, okay, I was expecting this to happen. Don't know who those are, but I'm sure people must be expecting this to happen.
You've got to go in with an open mind, and you will enjoy it far more.
Since this episode was so delayed, actually, how disappointed were all y'all that the episode came out a day later?
Oh, I was fuming.
I was.
Yeah.
Because
I rushed home, like to be in time for us. I blitzed it at work, pegged it home. I had in time to watch it, and then I'm like, where's my JoJo at? And I was like, oh, delayed till later on. I was so annoyed.
Is it because they thought last minute, let's add sound effects?
Oh, and they spent the day doing that.
Right, we've got $100 left. Let's record some sound effects.
Can't just leave it on the table, come on.
I was very upset it was delayed. Very upset. It ruined my Friday evening. And certainly Saturday morning. So yeah, until it was out. Oh well.
never mind, we saw it eventually.
Yeah.
And then we finally podcasted it as well.
Time dedicated to you.
Oh, yeah, my excitement for Assassination Classroom is rapidly depleting. He has done some stuff I like.
Rain Space.
Yeah, unfortunately the good people at Brainspace apparently seem to have formed their own studio, which is who are doing Do-Ra-Ra-Ra.
For the record, what's Assassination Classroom? I see an image of this guy with a yellow...
It's the Shonen Jump strip, which Shonen Jump won't translate into English.
Any reason why?
I assume because in America the phrase Assassination Classroom may have slightly other meaning.
Oh,
understandable.
Yeah.
But they can call it Ansatsu Kyoshitsu.
Anyway, it's about an alien who comes down to Earth and he teaches a class and he's teaching them and they've got to kill him before he destroys the Earth.
Is that what he's teaching them?
Yes.
He has already destroyed the moon and promised to show you that he can't be killed within a year. But now his gang of ragtag misfits got band together to kill him.
Yes.
Wait, why can't he just kill himself if he's training people to kill him?
How can his class of misfits kill a tentacle monster capable of reaching Mach 20 speed, who may be the best teacher any of them have ever had?
Yeah, he's also a really great teacher, that's the other thing. It's like,
he's like GTO, but he's like a, some kind of alien monster.
it's like Great Teacher Cthulhu. And he's ridiculously, sort of a smiley type face.
He's not happy to see you. Young brains, like eager, ready to be molded and then destroyed in a fireball of nuclear destruction.
So it'll be interesting to see if somebody licenses the anime to stream, whether that will encourage them to actually translate the comic. But it would encourage American students to kill their tentacled teachers, do
No. I have nothing else to say on this subject.
Before we wrap up, there's one thing we forgot to do this season.
What's that?
One thing we did in our previous JoJo's podcast on Dynamite in the Brain.
Did we sing the intro?
No, and that is a game of JoJo or No-No.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
This is the biggest twist.
Okay, Dwayne, you go first. Home of the original bling earring. Is that JoJo or No-No?
JoJo.
That is correct. JoJo loves you. Apparently the home of the original bling earring.
Okay.
Niall. Boat driver sentenced for 2 years following fatal Hudson River boat collision. Not a funny
JoJo?
one. That is correct. JoJo John.
JoJo
I'm
John.
so... Hold on. Where are these things from again? From anything?
Planet Earth.
Yes. Does
Right,
the
okay.
answer have JoJo or No-No in it?
Okay, I was... Right, okay.
Anthony.
Yes.
Bird feeders with all metal durability. JoJo or No-No?
No.
That's correct. No bird feeders. Dwayne. A Swiss drummer. JoJo or No-No?
No.
No, that's incorrect. It's JoJo Mayer.
I said I go with the long shot. Because a human is bound to be called JoJo.
Niall. The dolphin friend of author Dean Burnell.
What?
No.
No, JoJo. JoJo.
How are you finding these, Brian?
I wonder how I found a bunch of things with JoJo or No-No in it.
I know, but...
It's all on the internet to do that with.
You actually kind of fugue state and then you awoke and this list
Some kind
was
of
here.
engine of
Studied them in the library.
I used a Ouija board, of course, as everyone. Anthony. A baseball documentary.
JoJo.
No, it's No, a
Oh.
documentary.
Mm.
There's a pun in documentary. The doc spelled D-O-C-K. Hey, we're still drawing 1-1 after a bad round there. Back to Dwayne. A wedding photographer. JoJo or No-No?
No.
No, JoJo Stott. Niall. A man who thought he was a loner, but he knew it couldn't last.
JoJo.
That is correct.
Beatles from the Beatles come together. Is that right?
No, get back.
Oh, get back, shit.
Anthony, a recurring Moogle in Ivalice, is that how you pronounce it?
Final Fantasy thing? Yeah, it's Ice. I believe I think it's the world that
Anyway, a recurring Moogle from games which take place there.
I'm gonna say JoJo.
No.
Oh,
And final round, Niall's in the lead.
Oh.
He gets a chance to draw at least.
In the head by
Wayne,
window.
a car rental service on St. Martin Island.
I'm gonna go No again. I'm
Not
doing
correct. No car rental.
but you
Okay.
drawn at the moment. I can also draw.
Niall gets the next one. Here's a one.
Yeah, Niall gets the next one.
Yeah, man.
So we'll leave Niall's to last. We'll go.
Ooh.
We'll build up suspense.
Ooh, exciting.
Okay, Anthony. South African water tanks.
Oh, that's definitely a JoJo.
You are correct.
Yes.
So it's either a draw or Niall can take this if he can tell me the Pandarian cooking supplies vendor in World of Warcraft. Is he a JoJo or a No-No?
Niall ain't no nerd. He's never played those games.
Let's guess. Panda, China. It's gotta be a no.
No, it's JoJo. And that is how you play JoJo or No-No.
We're too evenly matched, clearly.
Eventually you'll run out of questions, but I hope no time soon.
That's it, yes, so that ends this week's episode of Let's Go JoJo. Be back here next 3 months' time. Next year, in fact. Be back here next year for the full Iggy and the Great God game. And in the meantime, check out our regular podcast at secretofthesailormadness.blogspot.com and dynamiteinathebrain.com. Goodbye!
Lally, goodbye.
Oh shit!
What shit?
Camels with the hump, fat girls, thin girls, some a little plump. Slave girls sold here 50 bob a lump in the old bazaar in Cairo. Brandy, shandy, beer without a froth, braces, laces, a candle for the moth. Bet you'd look a dolly in an old loincloth in the old bazaar in Cairo. You can buy most anything, thimbles, fat cows, a little bit of string. You can purchase anything you wish, a clock, a dish, and something for your Auntie Fanny. Harum, scarum, what do you think of that? Benny, striptease, dancing on the mat. Oompa, oompa. That's enough of that in the old bazaar in Cairo.